Well, good morning, all you beautiful people, and welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Oh my gosh, I feel like this holiday rest period is so bizarre. There's like no real clock to watch after. Everybody just gets up what they want, eats what they want. It's so wonderful. So when I woke up and was just having coffee and a nice restful morning, I started going through some of my notes because I have some clients that I'm helping out right now, and I came across some stuff in my notes from a while ago, and I was so excited. So one of the things that I looked up, and this topic that I wanted to do a while ago, and I can't believe I overlooked it, was what are their deepest desires? Because when we ask ourselves this of ourselves or somebody else, that's basically saying, what makes you happy? What do you really want to do? What would you try if you couldn't fail? What makes you lose track of time? Okay, because those are our deepest desires, right? If we're painting, if we're writing music, if we're writing poetry, we lose track of time, right? I know any artistic endeavor, I literally disappear into time with them. What are you good at? If you died, what would you regret not doing, right? What do people ask you for help in doing? What are your values? What are you willing to fight for? That sort of thing. So we're going to ask right now, what are the people you're attracted to, what are their deepest desires? So you can sort of, if you want to approach them or you're not already involved, you'll know sort of where their psyche is at and where they're coming from. Because when people connect with us to our deepest desires, we're attracted to them. It is just part of the game plan. We are interested in what other people are interested with. We have that connection to them. It's an excellent way to open up the avenue of discussion and then connect in that way. So let's start to see. So today I laid out the kings, because before we had the queen, and this is the lovely Marie L. Tarot, and these are the kings. So I'm going to let you choose from the King of Wands to the King of Swords to the King of Discs to the King of Cups. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be your sign, fire, water, earth, air, or whatever. It can be visually what attracts you, what you feel strong to. Like I feel very, very pulled to this one, but of course I'm a fire sign and wands attract me, but I really love that. I feel like that's one of the beautiful old shamanistic leaders. That the look of that is very entrancing to me, and it hypnotizes me. I love it. So have a look at those. And again, I want to say to all of you, because so many of you guys put in the comments, oh, Melanie, is it okay if I pick 2 or more? In fact, I suggest you watch all of them and then choose from each what pertains to you, because there'll be a snippet here and there that definitely will reach in and touch your soul or mind, and you will definitely relate to. So it doesn't have to be one. When I watch pick a card reads, I watch all of them, because there's always something in each batch that resonates, especially if it's about things like desire or love or career, because we are so multifaceted that we can connect in lots of different areas, right? So again, it's those questions, what's going to make them happy? What do they really want to do? So we're going to connect with that. So we are going to start with the King of Wands. And I'm going to begin with one of the beautiful, beautiful cards right here. If you guys can get any deck, I'm serious. This healing deck right here, it's by Lisa Powers, and it's called the Essential Oil Oracle Cards. But what it really is a beautiful trigger statement versus true statement versus healing solution, words that just go, aha, it's an aha moment. So for this group, for you, it says, the trigger statement is, I will not forget. And that probably pertains to a past hurt or a wrongdoing, right? And the true statement is, I open my heart. Release the suffering and take another step forward. With each step, you will see more light and more healing. Absolutely, when we don't forgive somebody, we're carrying that burden around with us, right? So just say it's like one shutter going down in your living room each time you carry a hurt. By the end of the day, you're going to have no sunlight left to come in because you will have shut all the light out. So as soon as we just disregard any hurtful feelings, we know intrinsically it's not about us. It's another person's pain that they're carrying, and they're just reflecting it out into the world. And we know that people in pain cause pain, okay? I want you to say that over and over to yourself. People in pain cause pain. So when we're free, happy, and light, we don't do that to others because we realize it serves no purpose other than to harm, and that's not what we're about, right? We're about honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love, when we work within those parameters, we're always going to be free, happy, and at ease. So let's get to this and see. I want to let you guys know too, at the end of this, if I remember, I'm going to do a review on this pack that I just got. Ian ordered this from Lithuania for me for Christmas, and it has such a powerful feel to it. These cards, when I handled them, they're very old school, they're very powerful. So I'm going to use them in certain private reads if people are really stuck, because as the cat, Winter just climbed something and fell over. They're remarkable. So at the end, if you'd like to stick around and check out these cards, they're beautiful and they feel like satin. They're amazing. Okay, so let's see what their deepest desire is. And I'm sure this nightmare will come up and come join us, because that's just what she's about. So today, if you're curious about the cards that I'm using, it's this deck, the Arcanum deck. I love these. They're simply rich and elegant, and they're something that I got for Christmas time, and I love them. So let's see. I have a boom mic right now, so I have to be aware of where I am when I speak into it, because when I back up too far or go away from it, the sound carries differently. So let's see what their deepest desires are. Shuffling new decks. Oh wow, wonderful. Oh, they only want the entire everything. Oh my gosh. Wow, these people have huge aspirations. They want new beginnings. They want to be free from emotional ties of the past. They want an absolute new, fresh, beautiful relationship. That's amazing. And I'm just going to do cards on this because it's like a 1-2 punch. I feel like this is revealing enough in sort of what's going on and what they're coming to. So basically, what makes these people happy is newness, new insights, new ideas. They like to feel free and limitless. So this particular person does not like boundaries or labels whatsoever. They like absolute boundaryless territory, okay? These are severe creatures of free will. Okay, they have a lot of God-given skills. When you look over to the world, they have a truckload of abilities, and they really want to say, hey, I have this great idea. And their greatest thing that they can get back from that is to somebody go, ooh, tell me about it. And you just be there and listen. Because I tell you what, you lend that ear to this person's philosophies and creations, and they're going to be a slave to you, because this person wants a profound journey of love. They don't want just some, whatever that thing is, Tinder. Remember before I was like a drive-by? Yeah, a Tinder hookup. They're not about that. They're about a really soulful connection. These people are great too, because they're not judgmental. They're not in any kind of condemnation. They have no limitations on themselves. So they're very, very vast. But again, they have a lot of God-given gifts and a lot of spiritual connection. So they listen to their guides. They're able to tap in. So right now, where they're standing in this thing in reference to you is they want to be with a person too that makes them lose track of time. That's one of their deepest desires. They want a soulful connection with somebody who's going to listen to that ideas. That's their deepest desire, because their ideas are so profound that they seem out there that sometimes people overlook them or go, oh yeah, oh, John has this idea. Oh, Nick has this idea. It's so far-fetched, but it's not. It's actually touched by genius. So other people that think inside a box, they're not going to grasp it. However, you'll be able to. You're connected with this magic and this energy for sure. You have a clear vision. You know your eternal self. You have a lot of dexterity when it comes to seeing way past the veil. Like, you just get it. You understand that we're all energy, and that we all have infinite possibilities. If we put our positive intentions towards that, it's just right there. That's really, really beautiful. So you guys, their deepest desire is to be heard. So if you do that, or you can play along, if they're writing poetry or painting, and you can join in the fun right alongside them, they love that. And also their deepest desires is to be met up with somebody who has matching values. Say you're just into spirituality. You are definitely not into judging, condemning, or putting anybody in a box with any prejudicial behavior and attitudes, because that's a huge turnoff for them. I see that very, very clearly, or I hear that. And again, they don't want anybody that holds them back or tries to restrict them. If you just are trusting of them, that's their deepest desire, to have just, again, the Bonnie to their Clyde, where they can do whatever they want. And you're just like, what are we making now? What are we creating? Where are we going? That type of energy. That's amazing, you guys. This person is like, woo! They are a revelation to you. And their deepest desires is you just go along for the ride, but you be your unique self as well. That's beautiful. So if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. And don't forget to like and subscribe and press the little bell down below so you'll get all the new notifications of the new videos. And if you press the little gray arrow in the bottom right, that'll bring you to all my links for private reads, for my Instantgo if you need a quick answer. I'm on there daily. Everybody loves it. I get back to them within an hour or two and answer their questions. Come check out the Patreon page. It's fantastic and it helps support the channel. I have an Etsy store with all kinds of fun jewelry, all these like type rings and crowns, all this fun stuff is there. I make everything from natural stones and they have healing capacities, and I'm going to start to do some really cool bundles for you guys, artistic bundles of different crystals that do stuff, and I'll let you know what they are. So that's fantastic, you guys. Yeah, this is a wonderful like open landscape. So that's you, and that's amazing. Hooray. So now we're on to the King of Swords. Let's see what's going on with them. And we want to read your I will not your trigger statement as well as your true statement. I'm like, put your glasses on a little bit better there, Melanie. Thank you. So the trigger statement of this is, why am I here? Why am I here? And the true statement is, I make a difference. You will have the motivation you need to express your light. Know that what you do today makes the world a better place. Absolutely. We don't have to go out and be Mother Teresa 24/7. We're not here to heal the entire globe in one fell swoop. Again, we are taking our lives in 24-hour increments so we can enjoy our lives, savor the beautiful little touches we can add here and there, and just enjoy our existence. When we're just racing through or always after the big picture, we have problems with connecting to that making a difference statement, right? But you definitely do. Everything you do, your lovely comments make a difference to me. When I wake up, I read every comment, or before bed. I was falling a little bit behind. I usually do them within 24 hours, but last night I read through all of them. And it's important what you think and feel to me and the progress you're making. So just those comments make a difference to me, and I integrate them in sort of my field of study. So know you make a difference in every way. Just smiling at somebody that needs a smile, holding a door, all those things. So let's see what their deepest desire is. And I'm doing this in a 2-card spread. Let me start shuffling these crazy things. Yeah, because again, like I said to the other ones, the questions are very important, you know. What do you want to be remembered by? What's holding you back? What would you sacrifice for? What are you willing to fight for? The big one that I ask is, if you died, what would you regret not doing? Because that's a deep desire, right? If you really wanted to travel to South America and that was a regret you had, it's like, don't keep putting things off. If it's a deep desire, go with it. Oh wow, the other group just had an ace too. Yeah, all these people, it's funny, your people that you're observing and you're curious about, amazing. Yeah, they want, their deepest desires are distant shores, changing, a new environment, a freshness, a brand new start, and messages. I feel like these people also, their deepest desire is to hear their messages from their guides in their universe too, because I feel with the new year coming up, a lot of people one second, I need to take a sip of my coffee. They are coming around the bend with these, again, these free and limitless ideas. You know what I mean? They're understanding the language of magic, which is that they have limitless possibilities, that their potential is endless if they just take that first step. It's that new beginning, right? Because sometimes we set our set so high and the bar so high that we can blow our own minds. We're like, okay, this is my intention, but how can I go about this practically? This person's deepest desires is to have a helpmate to formulate this new plan. They're quite brilliant. They have a huge potential for genius as well, clear visions. However, sometimes when you're going in it alone and you don't have the person to bounce the ideas off, you sometimes feel a little bit adrift. So their biggest desire is to have somebody that will really listen to their concepts and their ideas and back them and participate in life with them, right? And also to travel. This particular card is lots of times leaving an unhelpful situation and going to greener shores and going to pastures new where you can work. Because I feel like this person needs a support system. I feel like they have super great ideas and a touch of genius about them. However, they're not supported either in their family unit or at their workplace. It's seen as flights of fancy when it's not. It's actually applicable intelligence that can make leaps and bounds in certain areas of science, mathematics, art, and otherwise. But again, their deepest desire is to have a friend that does that. Also travel. This person is yearning to travel. They want to go. I'm hearing like an abundance of places in Europe, France, Spain, Italy. These people are Renaissance people in their hearts, and they really want to travel. And if you have that too, comment down below, because I feel like you're going to meet this person in the new year. You're going to have this connection. You're going to be able to travel and visit these distant lands together, because you have that want and desire as well. So again, like, yeah, what would you try if you could not fail? This person would definitely be out there. They would have an art gallery. They would have their own, these people are musically inclined as well. They would have their own art, their own music studio where they could develop their music. Yeah, and they just want a person that is enriched in that way as well, to be able to reach out and share that with, right? It's sort of like just shifting into your body and really listening. You have to release all those emotions that you just store and move forward, because they're doing that. That's what that Six of Swords is about. Just shifting and moving forward, right? Reconnecting with that energy where you pursue something that ignites your fire, right? That's what that Ace of Wands is about, that fire, that passion. They're really passionate. They want to go forward, and they want somebody that's going to go with them too. So that's amazing, you guys. Woo, I love that for you. So if you're new, welcome to the channel, and don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also the little bell down below so you get the notifications. If you press the little gray arrow on the bottom right, that'll bring you to all my links down below. If you need information for private reads, my Instantgo, my Patreon page, go check that out. We have some great artwork up there and some other stuff. It's a great way to support the channel as well, and I really appreciate my patrons. Thank you so much, you guys. And yeah, just any old thing that you could think about. My Etsy store, everything is down there. Beautiful, you guys. That reminds me of Practical Magic for some reason. That Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of potency in the air for a lot of things to come into actuality by just partnering with the right person. Because you know what I mean? One person is the beautiful wood that's prepared for that spark that's going to ignite it, and then whoosh, you guys are just going to go. So now we're on to the King of Discs. So again, we're asking what's making them happy? What do they really want to do? What makes them lose track of time? That's their deepest desire. So let's get into that. First, we're going to read one of the trigger statement versus true statement. So your trigger statement is, why does this always happen to me? But the true statement is, I am at peace. Know that everything will work out as it needs to, and hold a space of gratitude as you watch the miracles unfold. Wow, nothing truer ever said, right? As soon as we just lay into that magic and we're grateful for it, more just occurs. Honestly, you guys, I mean, I'm only human, but I wake up, and sometimes I'll wake up to like a million emails, and some of the problems or difficulties that people are facing can seem insurmountable. I mean, from homelessness to just want of not even being here anymore, all kinds of dire difficulties, and we've all been there, right? At different phases of our life. We have just stepped into a place where we think we could not get out of it. But guess what? The door is always open. Our guides are always there. I want you to ask them for help. Oh, wow. I love that. This person, yeah, they want to be unencumbered. Look at this. Yeah, they want to look out over the horizon and realize they are unencumbered by nothing. Not hearth, not home, not job. You know, they just want to go out. So this person wants a fellow journeyman. Their deepest desire is to go out, look over the world, and realize they can go anywhere at any time. This is a discovery person. This is like the Christopher Columbus. They know there's so much uncharted land, art, mystery, beauty. This person is the curious optimist, so they want someone as well who is a curious optimist to travel through this world with them and see these beautiful places, works of art, lands. This person wants to go in the desert and ride camels. This person wants to ride motorbikes through the Midwest of the USA. This person wants to go everywhere. They want to go to the Eiffel Tower. They want to go see all the beautiful churches of Spain. I mean, this person is a lovely, lovely hedonist in a way too. They really love to drink in all the pleasures of life, but visually they're highly visual. They love the rich tapestry of life that's out there. That's why they love desert. They just love the expanse of that. They love the sea, the deep rich expanse of that, and they long, and their deepest desire is to travel and have someone to do with it. But funnily enough, when they have the fool's magic with them, it's even better, because they want to travel light, unencumbered. They just want to see as they go. It's funny, this is kind of like, this reminds me of Hop's Tarot, because that's like him. He just grabs his backpack and he goes all over. You guys should go check out HOPS Tarot. He's fantastic, and he travels all over the place, and he did vlogs for a while. Yeah, and he's a New Zealander, and he's fantastic. And that's the whole philosophy of the traveler's life. You want to discover, but you don't want to take everything so seriously and be like, oh yeah, so I went into the catacombs of Egypt and blah 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 blah. Everybody's like, who gives a shit when you get like that, right? When people get preachy and they just want to say they did something to do it, it becomes very uninteresting. However, when it comes from a place of passion and love, that's they want to discover and share that knowledge, and they're just beaming, and they're just ready to jump out of their own skin to go and do this. It's so, so lovely. Yeah, like I had the craziest dream last night that I was just wandering around this restaurant, and I had this fantastic red dress on. I can't even describe it, but every single person was like staring at me, but they wouldn't come up and talk to me. Like they thought I was like an entity and not a person. And it was really weird. But then in the dream, I was instantly intoxicated by something, some kind of drug, like roofied or something. And I couldn't speak or move properly. And I was just in this thing, and everybody was staring at me. And it was really weird. And it was so crazy. And when I woke up, it was nuts. And it's like I'm still trying to work out what that is, but I just put some big amethysts underneath my pillow, and to help my dream process and my creativity. And they're these big beautiful things, and I'm going to put some in the store too, because they really do bring out some crazy ass dreams. I mean, I was like, yeah, it was weird. I was just fluid and moving, and I remember I wanted to speak to everybody. They were from all over the world, and then all of a sudden, boom, I was like incapable. I was drugged by something. So you know what I mean? And that's sort of my fear in life, to be restricted. I hate that feeling. I'm a Sagittarius, and I get nuts. And this is sort of the feel of these people too with the Fool. They want to move unencumbered, unlabeled. They want to do stuff that just, they knew that if they died without doing this, that they would feel unfulfilled in some way, because it's very, very important. They want a free and limitless existence, and they want somebody to travel through this whole language of magic, unencumbered, with great expectations, just having like friendship and kindness along the way. Very, very beautiful. Again, this person has a ton of God-given skills as well. They're very, very gifted. So that's amazing. So that's you guys. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and the little bell, so you'll get the notifications of when the new videos are out. If you press the little gray arrow at the bottom of the screen, all the notifications will come up of everything, all my links for private reads, my Instantgo, so I usually get back to people within an hour or two when they go on that for a quick read. Everything, my Etsy store, my Patreon page. Thank you, Patreons. Again, you are the best, and you help keep the channel running. Very, very appreciate it. So that's you guys. Yeah, excellent. Unencumbered, lovely free will, magic, just wanting to travel to pastures new as well. Just, yeah, a real discoverer's heart. I call that's definitely like the Christopher Columbus card for sure. So now we're going to go on to the King of Cups. Let's see what's going on with them. What makes them happy, and their deepest desires, and what makes them lose track of time, right? That's what we want to know. So this trigger statement for them, again, I'm using these because I absolutely adore them. I believe they make so much sense. I constantly post these on my Instagram. Yeah, you guys come check me out on Instagram too. I'm on Sparkrist11, and I post stuff daily, and it's so fun. I have over like almost 400 posts, and it's super, super cool. I love it, and I really appreciate you guys to come check it out. So the healing and clarity thing is, the trigger statement can be, it is not my fault. The true statement is, I take full responsibility. Shift into your body and listen. Release the emotions you have been storing and move forward. Right? When we start just storing and storing old stuff, it becomes heavy. It makes our body, our mind, and our heart heavy. So we just want to release it and go, poof, guess what? I take full responsibility. Now I keep moving. And once you do that, it is a beautiful sense of release. You don't even, you're not hindered by any of that stuff, remorse, regret, any of that. Let me just give these things a shuffle. So we will see what your, whoa, nice, you guys. Whoa, whoa, amazing. Wow, you guys have all had cards. These cards are brand new too. I've only used them like once, and I love the power and magic and majesty of them. They're very like imperial and rich, and just multi-layered. I love it. I adore these so much. So this person with the Star and the Empress, wow, their deepest desires are to again, go out into the world and discover. This person is an alchemist. They want to see what goes with how they're very expansive, and their deepest desire is to find a love connection of a person that has high standards as well. Not so much like you have to look like a beauty queen, not so much that you're regal or any of that thing, but that you have, I call it richness of mind and soul. That's what I feel like the Empress possesses. It is a richness of mind and soul. It's somebody who has a deep understanding of how energy works, how people work, how to use your emotional intelligence to make everybody feel equal, together, peaceful, put them at rest, because there's a lot of nervous energy about people in the world at times. And when you get that person that just comes in with a calming effect, it's something to behold, and it's lovely. I always put that to use, like in any job I'm on, when I can feel, because being an empath too, I feel discord very quickly, and I know where it originates, and I know how to heal it and work into that. However, it can take a lot from you if you're in constant discord, right? But this person is looking for a mate and a travel companion that has this. They also want somebody who's dreamy, again, free and limitless, that knows the language of magic, that knows how to be a curious optimist, that knows about infinite potential, that has miraculous powers when it comes to digging deep and looking for joy and love in the little things, right? Because that's what it's about, being present. Absolutely. This person loves to be present. They live in the moment. Again, they live hour to hour, 24-hour increments. They know how to squeeze the best out of life by being completely present in everything. This person wants a true listener and a true contributor in the conversation and the existence. They don't want somebody whose face is constantly in a device that is checked out and is checking into an alternate universe, which is, of course, the Instagrams and all that continually. There's a time and place for that, because this connectivity is important in a great media outlet. However, when they're with you and they really want to be listened to, that's their greatest desire, to be truly, truly heard and to be truly, truly seen for who they are. Again, it's that person. You know how Jim Carrey is going through this beautiful mass awakening phrase race now, and when he first was coming through that and understanding how energy worked, the 3D, 4D, all those things, he sounded too impatient and off kilter to others because he didn't have time for others. Like when he went to events, he thought it was so trivial and silly and foolish, and he let other people know that. But by doing that, he seemed very dismissive and impatient of people that hadn't gotten to that awakened state yet, right? So this person too feels like they want everything to be all-encompassing, because even though that they're elevated and they're in touch with their guides, their deepest wish is for people to connect no matter what level they're on, that you're not showing impatience or ingratitude for these people that are still on the bottom steps, that are trying to work their way up. I always have compassion for people in the stores that are, you know, I call them, I just feel like, I used to label them, I called them the tickety talks, because they were like little time bombs. They would create such havoc and problems for themselves. Like they're the people in lines that huff and puff and give you those big sighs because they can't wait their turn, that sort of stuff. Mass impatience. This person's greatest wish too and desire is that people are patient with them and their ideas, because they far exceed a lot of others. Again, they're at the Jim Carrey level where they know a lot and they have a ton of God-given talents as well. They're artists. They're amazing. They're fantastic. They're also actors and singers and whatnot. And they want people to be accepting at every level of this spirituality, because people just aren't born gurus, you know what I mean? And people that are truly at that level, they have patience for everybody. But while we're on that learning process, I'm like that sometimes as well, because I have an understanding of certain things that when I see people being just massively selfish or self-centered, I just feel like clapping in their face. However, that's their journey. It's who am I to say hurry the hell up and be more aware of others around you? You know what I mean? All I can do is say it in the kindest possible terms. Again, that's what this person is reaching for, a lovely companion to travel through these new experiences with, right? With no judging, no condemnation or limitations on who you are, because this person has a potential and is already in the genius stages of life. So that's amazing, you guys. Wow. Yeah, this person they want a companion to show the miracles to. So wonderful. Wow, you guys. So again, if you're new, welcome to the channel, and don't forget to press like and subscribe. And my links are all down below. If you want to press a little gray arrow on the right, it shows you where to go for private reads, for quick Instantgo reads. My Etsy store is down there. I have tons of homemade natural stone jewelry that I make, healing things, and I just added these. I love these so much. They are the 7 archangels. I love that so much. And then on the other side I have the Wiccan sigils. I have all this cool stuff that I just added to the shop, and it's like I just take off stuff that I want to refine and add new things, because for Christmas I got so many beautiful stones. I was freaking out. I love them so much. So anyway, you guys, I really appreciate you watching and commenting and subscribing. It's so, so wonderful. I really, really appreciate it. So if you want to stick around for a couple minutes, I'm going to show this new deck that I got. I love it so much. I don't just do like full deck reviews as a whole thing. I like to just tack it on the end. So if anybody's watched this and then they want to watch it, I'm just going to spread some out and just tell you why I feel these are so magical, because they actually freak me out. They feel like satin, like they're literally. So here's the flip side of them. Look at this. And Ian got these in Lithuania. So beautiful. Look at them. They're so old school. Look at this. Oh, wow, look at that. That's the King of Wands. This color formation, I love deep greens and earth. I find them so heavenly. So I'll do this. Look at that, right? Whew. And it's funny because all the pentacles, it's only pentacles. And swords, it's only swords. See? And cups, it's only cups. But they're so beautiful. They're so powerful. I feel like these will be so helpful. And it's only the major arcana that have, or the court cards that have those. Aren't they beautiful? But they just look like almost like a dreamy watercolor. But I'm telling you, these are really powerful. When I touch it all, I'm like, whoa. I'm gonna hold off on these, because I feel like they contain some kind of, I feel like they came from like the catacombs of friggin' Venice or something. They reverberate some kind of special magic. I swear, they're very, very nifty. Look at that artwork, you guys. Comment down below if you stuck out and had a quick peek at these, what you think of these. Aren't they almost like, I feel like these came out of Dracula's friggin' castle in Lithuania, even though, where was he supposed to be? Romanian, right? But look at them. When I saw them, my first thing, I felt like the chills when I opened the box. I was like, whew. And even my daughter India, when she was handling them, she was like, whoa, so for sure, right? So, ooh. Comment down below if you want me to do a read with these as well, because I really feel like these are like special. I'll have to find a topic that corresponds with them, like a past life reading as well. So, so beautiful. So you guys, don't forget to comment any new topics you want me to discuss. How you've been feeling, what's coming up for you in the new year that you guys feel good, because I really want you guys to really realize your dreams and expand. You're so beautiful. Your comments are so heartfelt and lovely. I cry all the time. I saw this thing on YouTube of this lovely girl. She travels all over, and she has a French name. Hopefully I can pick it out, because I was like, this is really cool. So in the last couple minutes, it was like mistakes that influencers can make on YouTube, and I thought it's so true, right? Because there's so many things that are saturated out here, and copycats, it's a little sad that there are quite a few of them. But guess what? People are trying to learn and stuff, and I tell other readers too, hey, go to my topics. If they're very successful, try them. And I'm saying this for sure, try them out, because everybody has their own spin. But it's really weird how certain audiences are very taken to certain messages. It's in the titling, but again, if you integrate your own style into it, it's one thing. But this one thing I loved about her was she started talking about her viewers, and I felt exactly the same, and it actually made me burst out crying, because she started crying. She was saying how that's her reason she does this and continues, and she can't believe the influx and the pouring of love and support and the connectivity and all that, and she just starts crying. And I was like, oh my God, that was, I I only got like to a minute of that and I started crying because it was so touching. And that's how I feel about you guys that we share over on Instagram too. If you want to go to Sparkrist11 and come over there and join us, we have these fun little chats. And it's lovely because I feel like you guys, you're all growing and you're starting to feel free and limitless, and you're not being encumbered by your old, weird, outdated beliefs, and you're all living into your potential of genius. And I love it, and I love you, and I'm so proud of you guys. You're understanding what it's like to be super optimistic and set positive intentions, and you're infused with vitality and love, and it's beautiful. And I just want to thank you guys again because I have so much gratitude for you. I can't even really express it. So love y'all, and we'll talk soon.